Hi, and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. Well, it's not like I have to say every other evening, because last night I had two cracking guests in the studio, as you may have seen. Dan and Ben, absolutely, totally unbelievable on their knowledge of football, and they're trying to push it their way, because they're probably going to be one of the first two to actually start interviewing one of the celebrities when they come along as well. So you try and build the confidence up. And August has been a tough one, because most of the kids have been away, thankfully, on a break, whether it's a day out, whether it's somewhere else, whether it's abroad. They've all been on holiday, and at least they've recharged their batteries and they're starting to get into the swing of things now. Hopefully they are, because I know next week, I think most of them, the majority of them, are all back in school. Whether they're looking forward to that remains to be seen. I doubt it very, very much, because everyone's starting new forms, aren't they? New classes, oh dear me. It's one of those things. Will they get used to it, or are they looking forward to it? Only you can answer that, kids. I'm sure you'll get used to it pretty quickly indeed, because you're there every single day. It's like a holiday. When you go on holiday, it's like going into a hotel, isn't it? You're looking around, you get lost, everyone gets lost. Where we, what turn is that? Within 2 or 3 days, wow, you know everything about it, don't you? You know where you are, where your room is, where the reception is, where the canteens are, the restaurants, because you just get used to it. So it's probably like school. So good luck to all the kids who are going back to school next week. Hope you got all your uniforms ironed, ready. Doubt it. You haven't. Mum has been busy and still will be busy out shopping this weekend. No doubt, bank holiday weekend. So I'm sure most of you will be lapping it up, because the sun's shining and it's good for everyone. It is nice to finish off August, a little bit of sunshine for the kids, for everyone. Everyone who's going away, relaxing, taking a break before the mayhem starts, and then that's it, all back to school. And what does that bring with it? Yeah, I'll leave that to you lot anyway. It was lovely to have the lads in the studio. We were talking about the Premier League, we were talking about Champions League, and also we had a couple of minutes, 30 seconds I think it was, on my climb up Ben Nevis, Scarfell Pike and Snowdon Tull. Just get a little bit more in it, because this time last week, well, we'd finished Snowdon. What could you ask for? Unreal. We were on our way home, and we were hoping to put our feet up, but we were on a high, and we've still been on a high. And it took me 7 days to get over that, actually. Tiredness, not I'm talking about achy legs or anything like that. That was pretty quick. It was just that I just felt so sleepy. It was unreal. I don't know about all the other lads, but we got a group chat, and that's gone very quiet indeed now. So I think they are getting over it indeed. But what we did do today, it was nice. Just going to have a sip of tea, if you don't mind, folks. There we go, lovely. So it's welcome to DXTL TV from the Touchlands, and also welcome to our listeners on podcast, Mixcloud, with SoundCloud, should I say, and Mixcloud. You can listen in if you wanted to. We'll be tuning into Spotify. We've got a few finishing touches to do, and bring a few more people in to get that organised first, as well as 1 or 2 editors towards our YouTube. We've been saying that for a while, but it takes time. You've got to wait along on people, because they're all so busy, and once you get them in, then things start changing a little bit. I'm impatient. I want it done today, not tomorrow, as you probably know. But hey ho, you just got to wait and put your feet under the table, sit back, relax, and just hope that your day will come. And it will. Anyway, we were out and about today, grassroots football, lovely day, great to see some football, great to see the kids enjoying themselves. But what was fascinating, what was brilliant, what was so special about today was Barry Lloyd, manager of Jeffrey Humble's site, Max and Adam, who were really busy today with what they've done, what Barry comes up with, and I think it's a great idea for the Summer League, and I hope other teams, I know the North Liverpool JFL League, I know they do it. It's a food bank, and it's well, Barry does, this is what he does, free referee fees, which is great for all the teams, and in place of that he turns around and says, just £10 per team please, just donate 2 or 3 tins of food per player and bring it in, and we'll get it distributed to local food banks. Well, I brought mine in as well. I had to, you know, because I think it was a brilliant idea. Barry told me about this about 3 weeks ago, and we put it out on a post last night, just to remind the managers, the teams, if they could participate in this and bring the food. And local food banks will thank you, honestly, immensely for it all. And it was fantastic to see the mums, the dads, the parents, the managers, and especially the kids carrying in the food and asking where the food goes to. And it was great, honestly. It was mountain up, mountain up, and mountain up. And those who forgot about it or hadn't seen it, weren't aware of it, paid their referee fees anyway and say donate towards it. So the staff, I think Max was flying out to go and spend so much what had been donated on more food, and Fans for Foodbanks, they were brilliant. Gary, who was off on 2-week holiday, was there today to pick all the food up, and we want Fans Supporting Foodbanks. They're brilliant, you know them. They go around your Liverpool, your Everton, they go away to other grounds and distribute it to their local food banks to make sure that everyone is not short of food. People who are really going hungry, which shouldn't happen, we know that, but it's great to see grassroots football getting involved with them. And we'd love you to get in touch with us. As I say, North Liverpool GFL League already do that, and we just think it's a great gesture for every league to do something like that. If you want to get in touch with myself, Mal at don'ttexttheline.com, add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And honestly, everyone's got a heart of gold, because people will send food in as much as they possibly can, because it's a great idea, and there is people still going hungry, would you believe? So we don't want to see that, do we? No, it was great to see. It was great to get grassroots football involved. I was loving being part of it, and it was really, really nice. And I put the post up there because you've got to thank the likes of Barry Lloyd, all his team at Jeffrey Humble, who are working really hard as well, because the football goes on there. It's just unreal. Just to see that was fantastic. It was great feeling, lovely weather, and you all feel good about helping someone out, don't you? And there was loads of food, and I know Gary said to me, who was picking up the food to distribute it before he went to the Liverpool-Chelsea game, or he was going on other calls as well. He just said Dave Kelly, the lad in charge of Fans Supporting Foodbanks, would be absolutely over the moon with this. And it's you people out there, the grassroots family, who do make a difference. And why don't you do it in your local leagues all over the country? Obviously, you'll have your own local food banks, and what a way to look after them, especially this Christmas coming. And I'd love to see the likes of the Walton and Caretail, every league, Edgehill, Junior League. You probably all do your own little things, but brilliant. Get in touch with me and we'll organise it. And Fans Supporting Foodbanks will gladly go along and pick it all up and distribute to your local area as well. So making sure that everyone has got some food on them for Christmas and the cupboards aren't bare. It is nice to help out, and it is nice to support people, and just donating 3 or 4 tins of food, that's all it takes per person, and it mounts up, and people have got a nice little nest egg then, haven't they, of food to be looked after for Christmas. And Christmas isn't that far away. Sorry to bring it up, but that was brilliant there today. I took a few photographs, and as I say, it was nice to be part of it. And you caring managers, mums and dads, and grandparents, aunties, uncles, excuse me, and the kids, the kids who were participating in it, it's helpful. It's helpful all around. Well, there you go. I'm still shattered. Long day, Premier League back on today, isn't it? So we'll talk about that tomorrow, and a roundup of results and the local teams, how they've done. I hope you're all supporting your team. Are you happy with where your team started? I know the kids last night were telling me, well, they're all basically happy as to the way, but young Dan there turned around, Evertonian, who was saying they're a mid-table team. That is an Evertonian, that is not me. That is one of the youngsters who were thinking, well, can we have some better players in the team? That was his opinion. And I suppose everyone is like, when you're seeing all these Ronaldo's coming, going to Man City first, and he's coming back to Manchester United. And I had to laugh at one of the commentators who turned around and said, when the rumour flew that he was signing for Manchester City, the Manchester United fans hated him. He was nothing. He'd spent his time there, he was gone, he wasn't the same player as he was. And then when it was reversed and he was signing back up for Manchester United, he was the best player in the world, they're going to win the league, they're going to win the Champions League, they couldn't ask for anything better. How fans reverse things, it's unreal. And my honest opinion, Ronaldo, brilliant player, Messi, brilliant player. Will they perform the way they used to? They'll score goals, they won't score as many. What they're forgetting, Ronaldo won't be the player in the Premier League that he was many years ago. I think it was 12 years, wasn't it, ago since he left Manchester United. And you've got faster players in there. The Premier League is so different now. Will Ronaldo think, oh, this is so easy? I know he's brilliant on the ball, but he hasn't got that speed and short bursts. Maybe he has, but so have the youngsters who are coming up against him. And I'm sure they're eager and can't wait to play against him. Like Alexander-Arnold, they'll be eager, he'll be wanting to do something there. If he comes his way, he'll show the speed, he'll be putting tackles in left, right and centre. And you've seen the young Lions, the young England team, how they were performing. This is what Ronaldo's coming to face. Is it going to change him, going to make him a better player? Well, that remains to be seen. I don't think so. I really don't think so. So we've had him before, haven't we? And teams have played him. He's played there before. Teams will have sussed him out. Okay, many of the players have left, haven't they, who played with Ronaldo, and they're all youngsters gelling into the team. So how will he fare in a Man United team who are supposed to be putting the youngsters in? I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Not jealous. Why should I be? He's one of their players. He would never have come to Liverpool. I don't think he'd have ever signed for Manchester City either. I think that was just big rumours. But what really annoys me is it's something like £432,000 per week. I've got to get this out, folks, because this is what is ruining football, not the players coming back. Surely a drop in play. 36 years of age, I think Ronaldo is. £432,000 per week. Your thoughts on that, mail@don'ttexttheline.com. Where could we spend that money better? How many players could they have brought in for the likes of Ronaldo? Or don't they think there's players out there as good as, who are going to come along like Ronaldo? Yes, him and Messi, probably the best two in the world. They were, but people overtake them, don't they? Better players are coming through. Remains to be seen, but my honest opinion is you could have had money well spent somewhere else. Especially, we've just been talking about food banks there and grassroots supporting in your local areas. Well, I'm sure Ronaldo, we know he is good with his money, we know he's fantastic for charities, but hey ho, so we all would be if we were bringing home £432,000 per week. I'm sure we'd all helped out a lot more. What do you live on with that money? The world's your oyster. Anyway, there's me rant over on that one. That's the only thing I've got to say about that transfer. The likes of Grealish as well, 100 million, I had a little moan about that. There's far too much money going in to Premier League football. What's it going to be like when the kids that we had in last night grow up and they want to play 16, 17 years of age, 18 years of age? How much money will these players be on them? When are we going to cap it all? It's got to be done ASAP. We're ruining football. We're really ruining it. The changes in the games, the way that things are happening, it's not football, not the way we knew it. Even the grass now is going in grassroots football. It's all 3G, 4G. Where's the change? Where's the real football? Let's get some of these grass pitches back. I love to see grass football. It's a totally different game. The kids love it. They like to slide tackle. Is this why we're doing away with them all? Trying to say no slide tackle, no heading the ball, no corners, ban the throw-ins. I don't know. You know where I'm coming from, folks. I'd love your opinions on everything that we're talking about here. Again, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites, and start getting your rants into me as well. What do you think about these transfer fees? What do you think about these players coming in? What do you think about the money that they're getting paid? And what do you think about things that are going on within clubs, with players? Wow, there's a lot going on, isn't there? Anyway, we've got at least 6 minutes to go, and it was nice to talk to, excuse me, there we go, nectar. It was nice to talk to one or two of the referees, and nice seeing the referees bringing in the food bags as well. Brilliant, well done to each and every one of you. Makes a difference, keep it going. And let me know your thoughts. What would you like to see in your league? How can we make a difference in your leagues coming up to this new season? Wow, 21-22, new season, and I think the Walton and Caredale starts around about the 12th of September. If that's the case, North Liverpool League will start on the 11th. So apologies already, because I'll be coming back on the 11th, so it won't be to your league. Possibility I'll be at the Walton and Caredale. It all depends whether I've got jet lag or through what's going on in the pandemic and what the tests are, and I might still be there. They might keep me, they might let me come home. That'd be nice. Extra couple of weeks there. I don't know how it's working. Anyway, we've got all kinds of tests to go through before we actually fly away. That is becoming a massive challenge actually. We talked about the 3 Peaks challenge being a challenge, even the marathon, a challenge, done that. We're going on holiday, that is becoming a challenge. That is becoming a challenge just to fly away and go and see a little bit of sunshine or feel a little bit of sunshine on our backs. But something like 48 hours before, and we've got to chase around, take photographs of tests, doing these tests, and it just remains to be seen. But anyway, no doubt, when it happens, I go on the 4th, so wish me luck. I'm going to have some recorded shows, and I did squeeze in one more. I did tell the kids that we wouldn't be doing the show next Friday because I'm away on holiday, but I'm not actually. So I hope to get everything done so we can have one more show in with the young commentators on the Friday, and the following week Wayne is going to do a Zoom, and it might be an interview with one of our guests, our celebrities. He might start that, and I know when I come back we're definitely going to have 1 or 2 interviews with the kids as well, so we're preparing them, the preparation to getting ready, the kids are getting ready for it, and then we'll start looking into young commentators for the new season, how we can get them out, how we can interview, because we've had a real mess up, haven't we, of trying to get things together. Anyway, we can only thank Welcome and All. That's the funding off the lottery and the government, how it helped us to get young commentators going. Brilliant. We'll have to put in for more funding, especially for our Hearts of Gold initiatives. You may have seen what we're doing there. That is brilliant. That is fantastic. That's for grassroots football. And we're trying to look into mental health issues amongst kids, vulnerable children, disadvantaged children, kids who are injured whilst playing football, who they can't participate in any sport and activities anymore, kids who are struck down by illness, who can't participate in footballs, in sport and activities. This is what we're trying to generate cash for, and we want to try and get it into a national charity. But we're starting it off as a pilot on Merseyside first, and we've got a good team behind us, a great team behind us, the team that have been working hard on the marathons, the team that have been working hard on the 3 Peaks, the National 3 Peaks Challenge. It was grueling, it was tough, it was done, it's a week ago, it's flown, and now we're preparing for another challenge. And I'm saying that I wouldn't do the skydive. People are all calling me, they were today as well, the managers, you're saying you're doing the 3 Peaks, you're doing a marathon, you can't jump out a plane at 15,000 feet. Don't think it's that high, but hey ho, we're not going to land Ben Nevis and then do the water down there again. Could be a good challenge. I don't know, because we're doing Hadrian's Wall as well. So the challenges are all getting up, ready, set to go. And we're getting more and more people want to join the team to help us raise money for our Hearts of Gold initiatives. I think we've raised something like 1,500, but it's one of those where the pledges and the sponsor forms, so you've got to go out and collect it all, which I hate, those sponsor forms, because you're missing people left, right and centre. Like today, I went to get all the sponsors and none of them were in. So I've got another 2 weeks before I can collect it in. Fingers crossed I can get that in when I return. Anyway, it's one of those things. I won't be there next week at Jeffrey Humble on the Saturday, possibility on the Sunday. And good news is, we're going to try and get as many volunteers out to your leagues as we possibly can, where you don't see me. I'll try and make an effort to get up this season to 1 or 2 leagues, different leagues as well. Just to go up, have a chat, see how your things are doing, see what you want, so we can have a chat to the county FA, because we're independent, we're back to the independence again. We're working with Don't Cross the Line ourselves, our Respect programme, our Heart of Gold initiatives, everything to do with grassroots football, bringing people to you, bringing the community together, which we have been doing since 2003. And we can only do that with your support. And after today's support, watching all the kids, the families in grassroots football, donating food, It works a treat, and I hope my message worked going out there. It's great to get likes, it really is, when people are helping other people. That's what I like to see. Loads of likes, loads of support, and everyone coming together as one and making a difference to our communities. And I like to bring in communities all together. I don't like to segregate postcodes. We're on this earth together. We shouldn't be segregated by postcodes or areas that we live in. And I've just gone over my time. See, I can rabbit on forever and ever. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. So we'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Hope you've enjoyed the show. If you've got anything to say about our topics that we brought up today, simply mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Email me and I'll get back to you. Or even message me. 99.9% of you have got my phone. So we'll see you tomorrow. So myself, Mal Lee and all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, Respect Programme and our Hearts of Gold initiatives, we wish you a very good evening. Put your feet up, relax, enjoy the Premier League, and we'll see you tomorrow round about 7 o'clock. Have a great evening. Good night.